Hello lovelies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for coming back. If you're a returning subscriber to this channel, on this channel my name is Adiola and I talk about relocating to the UK, settling down in the UK, enjoying your stay, and sometimes we also talk about fun things like you will see on my channel. For new and returning viewers, kindly consider subscribing below. I'm sure even from today's video you will see that I give good information that is actually going to be very germane to your coming or settlement in the UK. Consider subscribing below, click the post notification bell as well. Subscription is free, you're not going to be charged anything, so please consider subscribing below, like and share as well. So like you will see in the description of this video, I'm going to be sharing tips on why people get rejected for their applications for the student visa. So lots of people actually get rejected when applying for their student visa, and I just thought to address this in this video and how best you can go about it to ensure that you don't get rejected. And also in this video as well, I'll be discussing how decisions are actually taken on the student visa, and how best to just definitely go about it. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, please watch till the very end to get all the details that you need, and I'm sure you will not regret it. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Very first thing I want to talk about is that the UK student visa process is actually a point-based system. So you actually need a minimum of 70 points to be able to qualify to get the visa to come into the UK, and those points are basically in three categories. The first one is 50 points from your CAS, which is your certificate of acceptance to study. That is your CAS. So that is issued by your school, the institution that is sponsoring you down to the UK to study. And if you are actually coming on the tier 2 or the skilled worker visa, it is going to be issued by your organization that is actually asking you to come over to work, which is the COS, certificate of sponsorship. Either ways, this actually for the student visa majorly, which is what we are focusing on this video, it gives you 50 points to be able to qualify to get your visa, which means you have 20 points outstanding. The second is your proof of fund. Proof of fund is actually 10 points, and it's a proof that you are actually financially buoyant enough to sustain yourself over the duration of your stay in the UK. So most people actually encounter challenges here because they don't know how to calculate their proof of fund, which I will also be addressing as we go along in this video. So if you are like doing a 2-year course in the UK, you are going to be showing the proof of fund for the balance of your tuition for the 2 years, and maintenance fee. You actually need to show that as your proof of fund before you'll be allowed to come into the UK. So the proof of fund is also gives you 10 points, and the last but not the least is actually your proficiency in English, which is also another 10 points. And most of students that have actually come to the UK can testify to the fact that the school will actually ask you for your proficiency in English. At times you might have to do IELTS. That's those proficiency are requested from countries that are believed to not have good command of English, or English is not like their first language. For Nigeria, some schools actually accept a letter from your organization or your employer if you're working in Nigeria, or your school at times if oftentimes if you graduated within 5-year period from that school. Some schools actually accept a letter from your school to say, okay, you were actually taught in English and all, and some will actually say you should back that letter up maybe with your current employer to actually let them know that English is your official language as well in the organization. And with that, you have your 70 points to be able to get your student visa approved. Now the challenge is where you actually omit or you actually just fail in any of these areas for those points, and then you are not having enough points to actually get this student visa, which is what I would in detail address in this video. So the very first thing that actually really causes students being denied their student visa is filling the wrong form or wrong application. So you know how when you're filling your visa, you can get links for a friend or a friend that just sent it to you, and you just fill the wrong form. Maybe you fill the skilled worker visa, or you fill the wrong form entirely. It might sound very silly, but lots of people, especially dependents as well, get to fill the wrong form for their student visa. And now some of the information as well that you actually fill on this form too can actually be wrong. For instance, maybe you applied to like 4 or 5 different schools, and then you got cast from like 3 or 2 of them, and then you decide to go to one, but the cast details that you put on your application form is for the other one. Let's assume that you got maybe Strathclyde and you got University of West of Scotland, and you decide to go to Strathclyde, but the cast detail that you put on your form is for the University of West of Scotland, and then the details and everything that you're going to be submitting, the cast that you'll be submitting afterwards is that of Strathclyde. You know, it already counts as like everything you're submitting on that information is already wrong. And some actually get so lucky that they get a non-straightforward mail, that's an NSF mail, to say that okay, we are maybe provide additional documents or something. But some people are not all so lucky and just put that information, and that can just like thwart everything. So ensure that when you're applying, don't fill your application form in a hurry. Don't be in a hurry to submit. Yes, we know that TLS dates can be very challenging and you just want to quickly be on the queue and all that, but don't be in a hurry to submit. Patiently like fill the form. I remember when I was filling my own, we filled in the middle of the night. Me and my husband, we sat down and like, you know, when everyone was like calm and okay, we filled it, then we went back to sleep and woke up at the early hours of the morning, then to now review it again before we submitted. Now, I'm not saying you have to do that, but just ensure that, okay, you look through properly. Maybe spelling errors in your name, you can have written the name, just have someone else to look at it, because you're already so used to your name, you might not really see when you put, maybe you're spelling Adiola, you put the A before the L or something, you might not really see that because, well, it's your name now. But if you have someone else look at it, scrutinize it for you like a third eye, you know, you're just so sure that you're doing the right thing. What some people also do to actually avoid this is like to do an assisted service where you are like, you know, go to TLS with your documents and have them upload it for you and all that, so that way you are just ensuring that you don't miss out on, you know, some of the documents you should have uploaded and all that. Like, even if you are using like an agent, ensure that even before the agent is submitting the information or submitting the form, you've looked at it and like you've scrutinized it properly. Now, there are instances that consciously or unconsciously, you know, village people now, maybe your village people followed you to fill the form, and you later, like, you fill the form, you've made a mistake or an error is on your form, and you've observed. ASAP, ensure that you see an affidavit, providing the, you know, stating in the affidavit that okay, oh, I honestly spells my name as this, but this is my name, you know, have it stamped and signed. Don't do all those roadside affidavit that you do in the Ikeja. They collect 15 naira from you by the roadside. I know they don't collect 15 naira again anyways, but I'm just saying, like, don't do all those roadside. The one that will be legally, you know, stamped and signed with seal, that's the kind of one that you should do that affidavit, and, you know, like, take it with you or your TLS data. See, oh, I've made mistake, oh, but this is the right one, providing all the right document. And no, don't take any mistake for granted. Maybe it's just name, you just did that okay before A, it's just middle name that make mistake. Don't take any mistake for granted. It might not be overlooked, and you might not get a non-straightforward mail. It might actually be outright, you know, refusal. Now, this first point is going to lead me to the second point: incomplete documents. Please, and please, like, there's a saying in CFA ethics. Yes, I'm a finance person like that. There's a saying in CFA ethics that when you're unsure, go with the stricter rule. Now, in this case, the stricter rule is pack all the documents and give them. Nobody will refuse you for saying, you provided too many evidences. No, but they can actually refuse you for providing not enough evidences. Pack all of them and give them. I remember when we were doing, like, me and my husband, when we were applying and we're doing proof of this thing, our marriage certificate was already there. Like, I added pictures, past picture, present picture, I printed WhatsApp chats. Now, am I saying that, okay, that is necessary? I know it's not necessary, I know it's not required, but see, to avoid stories that touch the heart, I packed everything and give it to them. So what am I saying in essence? Like, put all the information they not even ask you, put it there, like everything, just put everything and pack together and give them. Some people are just, you're so selective with documents you want to give them. Why are you selective with documents? We are going with your children. Hey, their best escape is not necessary, or kini, like, go put all the documents. You are applying, you know, is you and your husband, you are going with your children. Still collect consent letter from your husband, put it inside, put their birth certificates, put picture of the father carrying the daughter. Like, I'm not saying it's rule or that's what UK Gov is, but put it there. It's better to have more than required documents in your application than having them sending you one mail to now be asking you for additional proof that you guys actually have a relationship. Prove that, like, why do you want to do that? So just save yourself the stress. Put all the information in one, bam, and send it to them. Everybody will be happy at the end of the day. On submitting documents, no TB test has duration 6 months. Oga, please, when you know that maybe you did your TB test some time prior to your application period, ensure that you check. Be very sure. TB test, is it still valid? Do you get? These are like documents that you need. So attach it over and over and over again. Don't take chances. Don't think that some documents are not necessary. Hey, they are very, very necessary. Oh. And another thing I want to also mention is, having like incomplete documents can actually make it seem like your application is suspicious. Let me cite an example. Maybe you're like 35 or you're like 30 and you're saying you want to come to the UK for your undergraduate, or you're 45, you say you have like 10 years study gap or 15 years study gap, you say you want to come for your MSc. You know that to accompany your application, you have to like put like explanation letter to actually like, this is what has happened, this is why I'm going for this MSc now at this time of my life. Do you understand? Like, put that there. Even if you feel it's not necessary, just put everything there, explaining your process or your life from when you left school to now that you decide to do your MSc. It can be your third MSc self. It can be like, you put it there, the reason why you think you are good and all that. Like, because when your application is not straightforward, it is possible that they will even invite you for an interview. That's if God help you. I believe people would not do so bad, but I'm saying like they might invite you for an interview and you just don't even want. The moment they are already invited you for an interview, everything you say there matters. But in case they even like get like an interview or something, ensure that you nail it back to back to back. We know that yes, most people are doing jackpot because of yes, they are not really coming to school and it's just for jackpot's sake, but they are using school. Regardless, know your school, know the school you are going to, know the address, know your course, know the mod. You don't have to know all the modules. Just pick one or two. I like corporate finance because I'm a corporate. Just have at least one or two lines I can just even say, because even these particular questions at times they might ask you at the point of entry. I have a reel on point of entry on my Instagram page. I'll put my handle in the description box. Go and look at it. Like there are some questions that even from this interview they might actually even ask you at the point of entry, and you need to actually know them. You need to actually understand them. You need to actually have all your details complete, and ensure that even where your applications might seem like kind of suspicious and all, put everything that they need to make a decision, put it in that application. Another reason why your visa can actually be denied if you're coming as a student is insufficient funds. Yes, you see that POF that I tell you is 10 points. That POF is important. It's important. Like, it's very, very, very important. Ensure that your POF is complete. Now, how do you complete your POF? Oftentimes when you get your admission, your school will ask you to like make payments for your tuition, part payment for your tuition. So for this video, I'm going to be citing an example. Let's assume that your school fees is 10k. So before you get your CAS, maybe the school asked you to like pay £3,000. So you've paid £3,000. You have the balance of £7,000 to pay. Now you are studying outside of London. You need like 9,006 pounds as your maintenance fee. That's for 9 months. That's the total that you need. So you're supposed to add that 9,000. I'm going to be putting it on the screen as well. You're supposed to add that amount to the balance of this 7,000 that you have as the balance of your school fees. You had that 9,000, bam, like this. That is your proof of fund. Don't make the mistake. And another thing I used to tell people, see, I know that this also is not easy. It's not easy in this land. We should not lie for ourselves. But see, why not have a buffer? Don't make this thing like, okay, you need 25 million for you and your family. Bam, it's only 25 million, 0,000. Then bank will not come and do you. They will not come and give you one bank charges or one bank fee. Don't give people opportunity to catch you. It is our journey. Like, if you need 25 million, I know it's not easy, but why not do POF for 26 million? Just so that there is that buffer. If 15 naira reduce, it will even show that there's transaction on your account. That this person get money. It's not like 25 million just sitting. You had 26 million, you reduce to 25.9, you reduce to 25.3, you came back to 25. You can just be this person's account is moving. I'm not saying that's what you should do, but basically, let your POF, let it thunder. I read something on Neraland on one guy that forgot to upload POF. Uncle, how are you forgetting to upload POF? See, let me point out, because what the guy's response was that because he has uploaded it while he was doing his precast and all. Yeah, there are some schools that actually you do precast interviews. Some will tell you they want to see your proof of fund before they issue your CAS. Yes. So the fact, see, school is school, oh. School is just for them to be able to sponsor you. School and UKVI, they did not know themselves. Let me put it that way, just so that you know. So don't think I've shown my school now. Should be how would they think that school will give me CAS if they did not know that I've shown them that I can? No. You shown school have agreed. Go and show somebody else to show UKVI. Some people even like that go through intro say that they even ask them like at the airport for their proof of fund. They did not ask me. If they ask you, drop it in the comments. Let me know. Like, that's to show like these people do independent checks. That's what I'm trying to point out. So don't say, no, I did an interview with my school. I told them the school I'm coming to, for my school to have given me class. I believe I'm fine. So I don't know. No, you got a scholarship. Don't go with just scholarship document though. Write to your school, they give you scholarship. Let them give you a new CAS or a CAS that states that the scholarship is there. So you can have like the CAS will put it there. Normal school fees, £25,000. Scholarship, £15,000. Balance that you're supposed to pay £10,000. Then you pay part of your tuition, £2,000. So the balance that you need is £6,000. Like, do you get? Let that be stated like on your CAS so that it is easy, it's clean. Just do this thing is one off. Put all your effort inside. By the time you are lounging in the UK now, but now that you need to like prove all these things, don't take chances. Don't be senior with your documents. You have already come this far. So like do everything that is required to ensure that you are doing the right thing. Now the fourth thing is that lots of people are not always like straightforward with their with the question that says, okay, have you ever been refused visa, or do you have any criminal record? See, this system, by the time they put your name and one or two things, your name will pop up. Don't even think about being dishonest. Now, see, let me tell you, honesty pays, especially when it comes to getting your visa, because they see that, okay, if this person actually has nothing to hide, they've given us the information that we need. But if they have to be the ones to actually find out themselves, it kind of sends a wrong vibe to say, if we are finding out that they've denied this person something and the person is not saying it, what else is this person hiding? And it can just throw them off and, they will deny you. See, denial doesn't mean that they've denied the US 4 times. Even the UK, I know of someone, like, I know her personally, that when she was actually denied UK visa, I think sometime in like April or May last year, 2021, and this year now, February, she got into the UK. Like, that's UK denial self. So let alone US that not consign them, or Canada or something. You could have been applying to visit. Something could have gone wrong. Like, put all the details there. Yeah, I know some people will say, I've gotten my own visa and I did not state everything and I got it, so it's not really compulsory. My dear, see, that person got their own. Your own is, you don't know the person that is going to be reviewing it. You don't know how, you don't know the scrutiny that person is going to do. Don't leave space for the devil. Don't give room for the devil. Give all the information that you want to give. Like, what's there? You provide, like I said, it's a point-based system. You provide everything that is necessary. It's just this one. Okay, they denied me Canada visa 3 years ago. And the fact is, on the form, they will even ask you to provide further detail. So it's not like, they denied me and they don't even know what I did. They denied me. They said maybe I did not have strong ties with my own country. Like, that was what they said. Is like, do you get? So it's not, don't be shady. Don't give impression that there's something fishy about this person. Declare the information. You have a criminal, that criminal if I don't even know. Be honest. Honesty pays, and it will always pay. Especially in this case, tell them everything that they need to hear. Tell them everything. Provide everything that you need to provide. Nothing is going to happen. You get this visa. You come and say D. You said it. Nothing is going to happen. Provide them everything that you need to provide. Poor performance during your immigration interview And another one like it is not responding to your NSF mail. Like I said before, NSF is non-straightforward mail. So I'm going to be speaking to both of them concurrently. Number one, so if you actually like, probably you got, you know, your application wasn't as straightforward like that, and they invite you for an interview. This is an opportunity to prove yourself, like every other interview. It's not the time to now go and start stammering. It's not the time to now go and you forgot one information or the other. Yeah, I know that. See, this Nigeria can be stressful because or your own country you are working and all, and you have to squeeze out time to go for your interview. Just find time to prepare. They're not really going to be drilling down like that. But especially very, very surface questions that they're asking you, like what school are you going to, what's your course of study, you know, what's your relationship with this and this person, like okay, maybe you are using a sponsor, what's the relationship with your sponsor, what do they do, you know, those kind of stuff. Like just ensure that you have your answers and be coherent. They can repeat questions just to see, like okay, as far as they ask you your sponsor, what does he do, you say the person is a business development specialist. Next thing they ask you, you say he's a salesperson. It might actually be related though, don't get me wrong, but because of business development, now it's sales. Oh guy, you're sending wrong vibe. Stick to one story, like stick to your story and like give them back to back at the interview. Make sure you nail your interview. Be calm, be collected, be coherent, and be confident. See, you are the one, you are paying your money, so be ensure that like you are very, very confident with the answers you are providing. Now about the non-straightforward mail, so maybe they send you a non-straightforward mail to say okay, there's something actually not clear with your application, provide clarity. Some people don't respond. See, when you're doing this jackpotting, your mail is like your best friend. Your mail is your check your junk, check your spam, check every part of the email. So some people don't respond to this mail, and when you don't respond to the non-straightforward mail, you just get a denial straight up. Like, so don't give opportunity for that. Check your mail to see oh okay, or you're not even getting feedback, you can even write them and all that, just so that you're also like, you know, when they know that okay, this person is actually very readily available to give us the answers that we need. If they're actually encountering any challenge, you can spot them to say okay, let's give you an NSF mail rather than a straight up denial. But when they send you that mail, don't go and jones it. Ensure that you respond like ASAP to that mail. Another major reason why you could be denied your student visa is fake documents, and I'm sure like everybody knows this. See, one thing I want people to know is, see, the Home Office is not stupid, and you're not the first person. That will you be the last person to be applying for this. So they already know what a valid CAS looks like. They already know what a valid marriage certificate looks like. They already know what, you know, you're not the first to be applying for this, so you want to come and tender birth certificate. They know, like at least they have an idea of okay, this person is from Nigeria or this person is from Ghana. This is what the birth certificate from this part of the world looks like. This is what birth certificate from this country looks like. They have samples, so they know these things. And submitting fake document, like you already even know it's a given. It is standard. You are like, that one should not even shock you, should not even surprise you. Like, it's like stating the obvious. So submitting any fake document and hoping that oh okay, they will just overlook it or wanting submitting fake document is a guaranteed way. Like, it's more like you're showing yourself the way out the moment you are walking in or something. Like, it's a guaranteed way to ensure that your visa will be denied. The worst part is once they can identify that okay, you submitted a fake document and all, you might not even just be denied alone because the criminal offense, you might actually get punished or even banned completely from like entering into the UK for a number of years, and one, you might even be blacklisted. So just avoid stress. Don't let anybody, you know, go and give you one document that you don't know where they got it from. Ensure that all documents that you are submitting are legit. You know, your application process is going to be smooth, it's going to be easy. And if you're unsure or you don't have the time, you can pay an agent. Me, I did it by myself. It's not rocket science. It's not something that you actually require somebody to help you to do. But then if you're unsure or you just, you know, you just want things done, like let me not even stress myself, you can actually pay an agent to actually help you doing this thing. And it's not really that, you know, that costly. Another tip. Pray, oh hey, pray pray. There is nothing that prayer cannot do. I know that God is able to do exceedingly abundantly and above everything we could ever think or ask. So pray, and I know that God will go ahead of you, will make every crooked way straight. He will level every mountain and put favor in the sight of those, everybody that will be reviewing your documents, and you are going to share your good news soon. I don't know if I've missed out any points or anything that you've also gotten denied at one point or the other prior to now, and you want to let us know what the reason that was stated in your refusal letter. You can drop that in the comments below. If you enjoyed any bit of this video, please share with your friends, with families, with people that would actually benefit one or two things from this video, and as well subscribe to this channel. I'm sure you can also go through my other videos to see that I bring you good information that you actually would require for a smooth stay in this country. So I implore you to actually subscribe below. Is that red button in your YouTube? Just subscribe and click the post notification bell, so whenever I drop videos, you will be the first to see it. I beg, sister. See, I just go back from work now and I'm shooting video. Please help grow my channel, share, follow me on all my social media platform. I'll be sure to respond. I'll be sure to actually follow back as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. Till my very next video, I say stay blessed. Bye.